Welcome back, everyone. I went to the Taylor Summer Festival and did quite a bit of walking, if you couldn't tell from looking how red my face is and the like. Just got back not that long ago, actually. In any event, there was quite a bit of walking involved. And though I didn't manage to make it to the other side of the pavilion, where I suspect the majority of the vendors were there, the vendors I did see, a lot of them weren't set up, and the ones that were, there just weren't that many of them. It was pretty disappointing in that regard. They did have a lot of rides, and they do have a concert for those of you who are interested in that, but somebody like me who was looking to see what they had vendor-wise, again, unless they were on the other side, and that would have been a lot more walking for me for sure. And maybe if I park closer next time, that will help. It just was something. I think it would also help if they didn't have the same weekend as the Trenton Summer Festival, given how huge this Trenton Summer Festival is, in addition to the fact that Trenton's been around a lot longer, or the Trenton Summer Festival has been around a lot longer, to be sure. One thing while I'm at it I wanted to talk about is the flyer is out for the D-Bag Fall Festival, and I'll do it like this so you can see most of the majority of the flyer. It is at the Brownstown Park and Rec Center, October 22nd from 10 to 3. And then as I scroll down it, you can see we're going to have a main raffle, and any number of our vendors will probably have raffles of their own. I'm not certain as yet, but there's usually at least one or two who do, and generally we have food vendors, and we're scheduled to have that again. And also at the very bottom, if you'd please bring a can of food, it would be greatly appreciated, because during these times, especially as we get into the winter months, and given what the price of gas may be at that time, if it hasn't come down, it's going to be hard winter on a lot of families who are struggling. And that food comes in really handy for them, to be sure. And Trenton Summer Festival, I couldn't capture the way it really was, though I tried. If you turn to where, provided they're still performing at that time, or if not, if they're performing tomorrow, there were high school kids that were performing near the entrance. I believe if you turn right, that's where you'll see that I will have a video that I enclosed from it. Didn't really capture the music like it was there, but it was really impressive what they were doing. They were doing songs from the 50s and 60s. And the corn dog I had, it was a foot long. It was $8. It was okay. Certainly since it's been a couple of years since I've had one, it took care of whatever desire I had for that, to be sure. Looked like it was back on track. A ton of people and a lot of vendors. And if you are a vendor watching this video, you know that's what I'm striving for my events. I'm not trying to compete with the Trenton Summer Festival. There's no way that's going to happen. But I do envision the time with things that go in the right direction, where we're going to have just a boatload of people. And it's going to shock the crap out of everybody that's there and everybody who isn't there especially. And that will do it for this. It will not be as long before I have my next video as this one. I'm working on having my vendors, those who want to do it, do a Q&A section where they show off their product if they have that, or they talk about their service or their business if they're in that sector. So that is my next project. It's been a little bit of a slow go. I haven't had a lot of time to do it, but I have reached out to a few people. I'm trying to get that scheduled. But certainly, if you're in the Downriver area and you're a vendor, a crafter, or a business owner, and you would like to get more exposure, reach out to me at downbeg@gmail.com. That's DOWNBEG@gmail.com. And if you give me your schedule and your phone number, I'll give you a call and we can set something up for that. And you're more than welcome to join the group as well, because I'm going to start with the group members pretty much in order of seniority. I mean, that's the right thing to do, and it's the fair thing to do. But whoever wants to do it, whoever feels like they need more exposure, and pretty much everybody in the group is somebody who at one time, and probably even now, because I mean, whoever has enough customers. I mean, there may be a few businesses like Walmart that do, but for a lot of us that are smaller business owners, I would say from my standpoint, from the businesses I've owned, I could never have enough customers. Just like I can never have enough vendors that show up to my event unless I absolutely pack the place, and never enough customers unless it just was, backed up for miles and miles and miles. And even then, I wouldn't be satisfied with that. I mean, I'd be happy, don't get me wrong, but I'd always be striving for more even with that, for sure. And that will do it for this video. I will make sure the next video doesn't take nearly as long in duration as it was since the last video. So look for it probably in the next few weeks or so, and when the flyer comes out for my Christmas event, I will certainly let you know about that. My name is Ed Moss. Take care, and have a great rest of your day. Goodbye for now.